Oh, well, good morning. How are you? I am in the town of Windsor, Colorado. I'm dropping off my mama at an appointment, and I gotta go see if there's anything to paint or look at while I'm here. So Windsor, Colorado, like Fort Collins, got its start as an ag town here on the prairie. And I haven't been to this lakeside park since they've put it together, and it's pretty amazing what they've done with it. They've got all these historical explainer plaques that say what the buildings are. Check out this old farmhouse. Then across from the museum and the chapel here, we have the lake itself. Let's go check that out. Not a whole lot to look at this lake scenery-wise, but it's cool to see this much water. These signs are just cracking me up. There's all these, don't do this, don't do that, but are you having a good time? Look at this beautiful park. Gorgeous day, and hardly anyone is here. I'm definitely going to have to tell my plein air buddies about this place, because you have so much variety. You've got these cool old buildings, we've got the park, we've got lake, we've got a little bit of mountains. And there's a few. I don't know if, for those of you who've been watching the vlog for a while, this time last year, this is where we went to watch a couple of our friends get married at the restored Windsor Mill. In 2008, a tornado came through town, ripped off the entire side of that building there. But now they've improved it, they've made it into an event center. It's awesome. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago when the tornado happened. But whenever I see it on the news, like what recently happened in Nebraska and elsewhere, my heart really goes out to them, because we were helping these folks clean out neighborhoods behind this area for a while. It was a mess. My dentist, they worked in this building here when the tornado came through, and thankfully they were all right, but boy, there were bricks and just junk and debris everywhere on this main street. It's so cool to see it nice and fixed up. But communities are vibrant, and it might take a few years, but eventually, people will get things back together. Okay, so my mama, she's in her appointment over there, and I am at a cafe here. So I'm gonna have a quick nibble and then see if we have some time. I will try to paint Ye Old City Hall. Okay, so this is what I bring with me when I'm just, doing errands and I don't know if I'm going to come across a block of time where I can do a sketch. So I've got my little thing here with some paints. This is what I store my paper and Coroplast in, and just, water bottle, which you have on you anyway, and then this to put the water in, and that's all you need. You You see what I've been using is this little guy here. It's an Insta360 Go 3. And it's a little quirky, to say the least, but it's kind of cool. So we're going to try to use that while I'm looking at this over there. And then I realized I was going to make you super seasick here. So I put it on this little mount instead, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I accidentally left behind my masking tape, so that's going to be a little problematic. But we're just going to do a really quick super sketch, like, 10 minutes or less. And I think what I'm going to do today, since I'm in such a hurry, because I don't know when my mama's appointment's going to be over, I'm going to try to do what the urban sketchers do and do this in ink first, and then just do a quick loose wash over it. So I'm just going to get in some guidelines real quick. Make this a little bit here. I tend to do what they call sight sizing. Some of you know what that is. Just gonna do that. These other ones are right above there. I don't have my ruler with me. Looking back on what I did the other week, that was kind of... This is the noisiest town, I've decided. Like, seriously, all these farm guys with their trucks, or wannabe farm guys, I don't even know if they're real farmers. And seriously, I have never seen so many trucks. I'm wondering if the highway shut down or something, because I've never seen this many trucks come through here. Or maybe it's just because it's a Monday. There's another little door. There. Railings, railings, railings. Alright. I'm not gonna put that truck in there because he was obnoxious. Put some trees, put in some clouds up there. Alright, so I did a very quick, just a couple minute drawing. I'm going to go back over it with this pen here. This is a Uniball Signo DX. I actually think I might have meant to bring my other pen, but this one should work. I believe this one's waterproof. We'll find out. Making this perfect by any means. I have very high respect for all you people who do urban sketching on a regular basis. If you can see that. But normally I would be in the mountains, but our spring weather is so crazy and unpredictable, I didn't want to risk getting caught in a snowstorm. So. In those windows. I hear baby birds. Okay. Just doing suggestions of architecture, not all the ins and outs. Last week, when I was I've been doing a lot of buildings lately, which is funny because I normally don't, but it's good for me. hurry, Laura, hurry. Like, it could be a 10-minute appointment, it could be an hour, we don't know. I don't know if you can see this, but I really like doing pen work like this because normally I'd have to be real careful when I'm brushing all those little things, but I can just go shook, 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 and do my little reeling like that. Okay, and done. Here's my little travel set that you might have seen I've taken with me before, where I got all my little Winsor Newton colors in this little ancient Cotman set from the 70s or 80s. I can't remember how old this is. But I just fill it up, and I didn't even have room for titanium buff, so I stuck it in the corner here. So we're gonna quickly get through here, just do some quick washes over it, and yeah, pick up my mama. Now, a cool trick I learned recently is when you're wanting a building to look a lot more brightly lit than it is you actually make the sky darker behind it, a little more moody behind it. So let's see if we can get away with that. Get that titanium buff, which is amazing for a lot of things, and a little bit of the burnt sienna. Gonna put that. I'm not gonna touch this yet, so it won't bleed everywhere. And I love my flat brush too, so we're gonna have fun doing this with a very squishy sable, which are amazing, but they're very squishy. I am not convinced that this is my waterproof pen because it's bleeding a little bit, as you can see. Take this titanium buff this side. Oh yeah, it's bleeding. Good times. Oh yeah. That's okay. Adds to the character of the piece. Okay. While that's drying, I'm gonna put some trees in the distance here. And you know what? I just realized I left out those banners, but that's okay. Added a little bit more darks to those greens. Some Payne's gray foreground like this. Oops, and I just dropped a big blob of water. Windsor, the land of trucks. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in and start putting in those little tiny darks with my tiny little Rosemary brush. Oh, and this is still wet. Ah. All right. Starting to see the appeal of 100% sable or sable synthetics that are super squishy, because yes, they hold a lot of water, but they also actually make you relinquish a lot of your control, which is good. And keep in mind, everything you're seeing here is on a bit of a wide angle, so it's funny, but it actually unstretches my drawing and makes it really wonky. I mean, it's already wonky, but now it looks really wonky. Okay, then we're gonna do these guys over here. See, look how messy that is. Messy, messy. Okay. And, well, see, is this still wet? Yeah, that's still wet. Okay, but now this should be dry up here, so I'll put that in, and then we're gonna let this completely dry, and I'll put in the shadows. We're in the final home stretch. I made up a shadow color. All right, so I like the way these shadows are coming down, so. One more second here. Whoops. There we go. And the mama. It's not gonna work. Or not. Let's try that again. You know what? We're just gonna do that. And oh look, I just realized something. I have a woggly table. Oh well. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you.